Hi, my name is Jennifer Taylor. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a registered play therapist. And two things have happened this week that really prompted me to create this video. One is the viral challenge, the motherhood challenge that I've seen on Facebook this week. For those of you who haven't heard of it yet, you probably have seen some of your friends posting that they were challenged to post 3 to 5 pictures of what makes them proud or happy to be a mother. And so there's also been some backlash about that for people who either haven't gotten the challenge or who are not mothers or who want to be mothers and are really struggling and kind of feel like it's insensitive. So that was one thing that happened. The second thing that happened is I got another of many emails that I get from parents about behavior systems that are being used in classrooms. And so for those of you who don't know, a lot of kids in schools right now are doing some kind of clip management system. So teachers are using some sort of chart that kind of says, like, you get an E if you've done a great job, you get a G if you're good, an S, an N, or a U if you've had a really bad day. And throughout the day, they can move their clips. Some people start here and move up or move down. Some people start here and move down. All these systems are a little bit different. But in general, I feel like what we need to do is create the clip challenge instead of the motherhood challenge to help people see how public shaming of our children is really not helpful for their mental health and is also not helpful in improving their behavior either. And so the clip challenge is really simple. The things that are getting our children in trouble at school all the time are the same things that we as adults are doing at work and not getting in any trouble for. And so these are things like not being on task, excessive talking, not completing your work, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And so if our employers were giving us a clip management system throughout the day, we might end up in the S or the N range pretty frequently. And yet we're expecting our children to kind of be on E every single day. And so what I'd like for you to do is consider some of these typically off-task behaviors for children and challenge yourself to report publicly back on your Facebook page or on my Facebook page the things that you have done and where your clip ends at the end of the day. So you can start on E, and we'll all start up at the top. And if any of these 5 things happen, then you'll just keep moving your clip down throughout the day until we get to the end of the day and see where you are. So the things will be being late for work, late back for lunch, late back from breaks. Doesn't matter the reason, if you were dawdling or if you had an actual incident. If you were late, move your clip down. Anything that includes excessive talking. If you're spending time talking to your coworkers, grabbing and getting candy out of their jar next door, talking about things you saw on Good Morning America this morning or what was on your Facebook feed, that's off-task behavior. Move your clip down. If you are not doing your work, if you leave at the end of the day and you have undone paperwork, if you have unreturned phone calls, if you have a project that you still haven't started because you just don't want to do it, move your clip down. If you are not prepared for the day, if you forgot your lunch, if you forgot the money that you owe your coworker for lunch yesterday, if you forgot to bring some important supplies that you told people that you would bring, or you were supposed to bring something and you forgot your shoes to work out at the gym today, move your clip down. If you're doing something else instead of your work, like posting personal things on Facebook during the day, or checking your Instagram feed, or shopping on Amazon, move your clip down. That's off-task behavior. And then finally, there's this extra random category of anything else that just might randomly move your clip down throughout the day. These could be things that are actual, like verbal aggression, road rage, getting into a physical fight with someone. Those might be legitimate reasons to move your clip down, but they kind of come up randomly and they're not part of the list that we have written down. So at the end of the day, let me know where your clip is. Let's try this for 5 days. I believe that what will happen is we'll have some of those really good type A conscientious people who will go, yes, I'm taking the clip challenge. And they'll start at E, and at the end of the day, they'll still be on E. Good job. Gold star for you. You rock. For a lot of other people, they'll hear about this and they'll go, I'm not doing that clip challenge. No way. I wouldn't make it to E for the first 30 minutes. I would end up on N every single day. And that's what's happening to a lot of our children. They come in feeling like this behavior chart is completely unrealistic for them. It's not something that they can achieve. And so within the first 30 or 45 minutes of school, they sabotage themselves and they're on N. It's easier to be punished for not trying than it is to be punished for trying really hard and still failing. And so where we're left with is a system of children who are already behaving well, who are getting reinforced for that, and children who are having a lot of problems behaving well, who are getting publicly shamed every day for the problems that they're having. So I encourage you to take the clip challenge. Teachers, I know I'm going to get a lot of flack from you that says, do you know how hard it is to be a teacher? Do you know how hard it is to have all these kids here and what am I supposed to do? No, I don't know anything about how hard it is to be a teacher. I have some clue because I see a lot of your kids in my private practice and I know how much problems they're having with behavior and what kind of issues they're having here. So I can kind of imagine. But the fact that it's hard doesn't mean that we shouldn't do something about it. And my job as a mental health professional is to advocate for children and for their mental health. And I believe that the CLIP management system is something that is damaging to most of the children that I serve and is something that we need to get rid of. So I challenge you to report back your CLIP management system and where you end at the end of the day for every week and let me know how it works for you.